It doesn't say anywhere that when the game's coming out, does it? Does it say that anywhere? It does in the description. Who made this trailer? Hey there everyone, Woodhouse204 here again. Today I'm looking at the newest trailer from Forever Entertainment and Square Enix for Front Mission First Remake, and reacting to that. I'm going to talk for a moment here about the chain of events that got me to make this video, so if you're not interested in that, jump to this timestamp to get straight to the reaction. Otherwise, let's continue. 3 days ago, I uploaded a video criticizing Forever Entertainment's PR, or lack of it, when it came to promoting this new Front Mission game. I asked their social media outlets for information but received no reply at that point. You can watch that video here if you are interested. I'll leave a description down below. The video basically goes through why I feel such an ominous feeling about the production of this project and why it has me worried. So yesterday, the 2nd of November, I actually finally received a reply from Forever Entertainment PR, from our pal Hubert here, telling us that there was nothing that he could tell us, and for us to join their social media to wait to receive further information. Bearing in mind, at that point I had tried to ask them via Twitter, email, and Discord for an official interview or simply a word to confirm their tenuous November release was still their stance. So yeah, don't worry Hubert, I'm already doing that. Anyway, that email took place at 11 minutes past 8 in the morning on the 2nd of November and was a kind of brick wall, nondescript, normal PR response. 5 hours later, though, and the news of this trailer is announced. So, Hubert, my buddy, you could have maybe told me to at least keep an eye on your Discord or something for more info. You had the opportunity to tell me next to nothing, but allay my fears by simply saying we will make an announcement soon, stay posted. This is why I feel so uneasy about the whole project, to be honest. Their PR has been a disaster by making their big play and then blowing right past the release window for summer and into another trailer with another release window. And nothing in between, nothing for us to go on. If people didn't want more information, I wouldn't make this video. Hell, nobody would watch it. And yet, here you are, wondering what the hell is going on, just like me. It's really not a great start to the relationship with the fans of this beloved franchise. But anyway, let's see what they've got for us, shall we? Alright everybody, we're just about to start watching the new trailer. There's a couple of things that I want to go through first though. I want to go through things that have to be in there for this to be a good port or remake. And there are things that I would like to see, things that aren't going to break me if they're not there, but it would be nice to have them. First of all, things I would definitely like to see is better pacing of skills. The way that the skills are doled out in the original game, it takes way too long. I would love to see them earlier. I'd also love to see more of them. That's definitely possible and should be there in this trailer, in this remake. I also want there to be no change of perspective when movement happens and when combat happens. What I mean by that is, in the original game, you would have a movement phase with smaller sprites that caused the game to move at a decent clip, and then you would have a fade to black, and then combat happens. There's no reason for that to happen anymore. Everyone's working on polygons. It should be, I attack this thing, and it moves into an attack sequence. There shouldn't be any real reason for that not to happen anymore. I hope. Please. There should also be a fast forward button. It definitely needs to happen. There definitely needs to be a fast forward button in this game. One of the major problems with the original game was that enemy turns and your own turns, in fact, because you're switching camera positions and everything, the battles take way too long. It's just so slow. You need a fast forward button. Please show that it's here. That would be like maybe 20% of the things that have me worried about this remake, if there isn't one. This is the major one for me. There needs to be better shop menus. So half the game maybe is spent in the original on the menus, because you're outfitting each of your Vanzers to have not all the same gear, but a lot of the same gear. You're either focusing on melee, short, or long range. and each of those units needs to be individually fitted. I would love to see some sort of like customization option where you can go, I like this setup that I have for Lloyd here. I would like that to be my slot 1. And then when I go to the next person, let's say Meihua, I want her to be able to say, well, slot 1 looks good for her, the way that I've got her skills up. Let's use slot 1 for her, and then she gets all the same equipment that Lloyd has. That needs to be in the game. That, if we're still stuck with having to individually go through each character outfit in each individuals, that's I think that's not a good thing. It's really not. It should be there. Come on, everybody. It's 2022. All right, moving on to things I would like to see is a rotating point of view camera when you're in the movement phase. We did actually see some of this for Front Mission 2, the Front Mission 2 remake footage that they've shown us. I would like to see that for Front Mission 1 as well. That forest mission, I'm looking at you. There were definitely times when it would have been handy to be able to rotate the map to see exactly where the trees were and where they weren't. I understand that there's some sort of shadowing going on. There's some better UI that shows where characters are now than there was in the original. I'm glad to see that, by the way. But being able to rotate my map would be very nice, would be very handy. Another thing, so the way the original does info dumps sort of midway to the end of the game is by the use of full text scrolls. We're talking like Star Wars style if you haven't played the game. Not quite that sort of angled and bombastic, but basically text scrolls everywhere. I would like to see those replaced with, it might be asking too much for CG cutscenes. I mean, I understand that this isn't the biggest game in the world. It's still a niche sort of game for a lot of people. But just having pictures, backgrounds, having something to engage the person watching who, might not have seen the game. If you haven't, if for some reason you haven't seen played the original and you don't know where the story goes, I'm not going to spoil it for you, but this story goes places. Like, the story is worth seeing, and having sort of like a visual aid for some of those more visceral parts of the game would be really, really cool. If you're wondering what it is I'm talking about, picture Metal Gear Revengeance, a certain scene from that. Those of you with smart brains will be able to figure that one out. The final thing would be for voice acting. Again, niche product. It would be nice to see voice acting. I don't think there's that many characters that have that many lines to say, but it might be a bridge too far. But if there's any indication of that from the trailer that we're about to watch, then that'd be nice. I'd actually like that a whole lot. But we'll see, I guess. That's it for my list. Let's watch the trailer and see how we go. So yeah. Well, it's 54 seconds long. That's 53 seconds long. I was looking at the Gamefront version and not the Forever Entertainment, which I'm assuming is the main version. 53 seconds is it better be a dense trailer, is what I'm saying. Right, let's get into it then, I guess. All right, got the Switch logos, got Forever and Square. There's that same CGI intro. That's wasting game time, guys. I want to be seeing the gameplays. Okay, that's interesting. We got like a slide forward maneuver. Okay, more game footage. The heck is that? Okay, is that the replacement to the trucks, perhaps? So wait, hang on. Let's go back. So we have a map that seems working. We have a rotating camera. Result. We're parachuting in. Okay. Join the battle. Okay. I intend to. Give me the details I need. Is that it? No, that can't be it. Surely. Guys. No. That can't be it. Tell me that's not it. Oh no. Well, okay, let's yeah. So they seem to have addressed a couple of the things that I had issues with before. I definitely saw the camera rotating. Nice, good, okay. We didn't see any fast forwarding or anything like that, which would have been nice to see. We saw like a slide move, some sort of skill move that allowed to go across like water, or maybe that's just movement. I'm not sure. I mean, we're definitely seeing like changes from movement phase to fight phase, which if that's the case and there's no fast forwarding, it's going to play real slow. I'm not sure that's going to work out for them. I understand that this is a Switch, which is basically, I don't know, 2 GameCubes taped together or whatever it is. But come on, guys. Like, this is a far cry from the PlayStation 1 era or even the SNES era. Like, we need to be able to fast forward through. Like, somebody's playtesting this, right? And they're going through it and going, hey, actually, this is playing kind of slow. Is there any way we could speed it up? Like, you know, the game's already done the calculations as to how much damage is going to occur, like in these fight sequences. These fight sequences look great, by the way. Don't get me wrong about that. But when you've done them for, like, the first couple of hours, and you're doing stuff just to, you know, get through the motions, and you're going through that sort of phase, you need to be able to make them snappier. That needs to happen. So if that's not a part of this, then yeah. This trailer doesn't even have the actual, like, it doesn't say anywhere that when the game's coming out, does it? Does it say that anywhere? It does in the description. Who made this trailer? I mean, Forever Entertainment, obviously, but like it needs to say on the screen when it's coming out. In case you didn't realize, the game's coming out in November 30th, according to this. Like, according to the things that they've said. See, the problem I have with this is that in the original trailers, that if you watch the Nintendo Directs, which Forever Entertainment aren't allowed to change, they display summer and November as their release dates. But on the Forever Entertainment versions of those trailers, they say later or November when they should have really still said summer. So I wonder if somebody got into trouble for putting the release date on the trailer, and to get around that, they've just gone, okay, well, we'll just take the release date out. We can always change it. It's a lot easier to change when it's like down here in the description. It's a lot easier to change that than it is to change the video. Like, to have like the video be changed, you've got to annotate stuff, and it never looks right. It doesn't look good. So that does not fill me with confidence. This trailer has some of the. It's kind of a mixed bag, really. It has some of the things I was hoping for. I saw nothing of the things that I wanted to see, that I would have liked to have seen. I saw, just looking at my list here, I saw 2 of the things that needed to happen. Like, I need to know, guys, if this game has better shop menus, just to get me through them quicker, because halfway through the original game, I played it recently, by the way. I was about to do like a podcast for it, and I played through the whole game. And when you get to like mission 13, 14, and you've got like more than the allotted number of advances you can take into battle, it takes a long time to get through all that stuff. Like, you're spending at least half your time actually not doing any of the interesting battles, not seeing any of the cool Vanzas on screen. Well, that's technically not true. You're seeing them, but they're just sat there in the shop menu. As cool as they look, they're not doing anything. That needs to be there. that's a big one for me. Like I don't know. Maybe you guys have different ideas. If you feel like there's something that I'm missing that should be in the game, or something you would like to see that I haven't already put out, please leave a comment down below. We should have a discussion on this, just so that we can, hey, maybe at some point there'll be an Ask Me Anything from one of the Forever Entertainment developers, and we can ask them these questions. Because to me, like, this game has a following. There are lots of passionate people that have reached out to me to talk about this game franchise that they love, and they have a lot of questions. And unfortunately, I don't feel like Forever Entertainment has done the best job of answering them. So if you have any of those things, please let's use the comment section here. We can get some of them together. And that's probably going to about do it today. So if you liked everything that you saw, you would like to see more, because I'm going to be covering Front Mission first when it comes out. When the game comes out, I'm going to be talking about it. So if you would like to see more, please feel free to subscribe. I had a look the other day. About 93% of the people who watch my videos don't subscribe. So, hey, don't be one of the 93%. Wait, that's not usually how that works, is it? So be a 1%er, I guess. That's what I'm telling you right now. That's a helpful message, isn't it? Anyway, if you like this, subscribe, like it, comment, all that good stuff. And I'll see you all next time. Ciao.